Join me as I dive into the controversial question: is Trump the Antichrist? Let's explore the shocking biblical insight that are dividing Christian churches today. The idea that Donald Trump could be the Antichrist may seem far fetched to some, but it's a topic that sparks intense debate among the Christian community. While some believe Trump embodies the values of Christianity, others see him as an embodiment of evil. So, what's driving this divide? In Christian theology, the Antichrist is a figure who will appear before the second coming of Christ, spreading evil and deceit. But what does it mean in today's political landscape? Are we supposed to be looking for a symbol of evil, or is it more nuanced concept? Let's break down the characteristics of the Antichrist and see how they might relate to Trump. One of the key concepts or the key prophecies is that the Antichrist will be a great deceiver, claiming to be God. Some point to Trump's self-aggrandizing rhetoric as evidence of this trait. Others argue that his political opponents are simply misinterpreting his confidence as arrogance. Another characteristic of the Antichrist is that he will be a great seducer, leading people away from God. Trump's ability to rally large crowds and sway public opinion had some wondering if he's fulfillment of this prophecy. However, his supporters argue that his Christian faith is genuine and that he is simply a skilled leader. The Bible also prophesies that the Antichrist will be a powerful leader who will bring about great destruction. Trump's aggressive foreign policy and divisive rhetoric have some seeing parallels with this prophecy. On the other hand, his fans argue that his tough stance is necessary to protect America's interests. A final trait of the Antichrist is that he will be a great liar, deceiving even the elect. Trump's track record of making false claims and spreading misinformation has some Christians concerned that he might be fulfilling this prophecy. However, his defenders argue that all politicians stretch the truth and that Trump is simply a master of spin. The book of Revelation says that the Antichrist will be accompanied by false prophets who will deceive many. Some point to Trump's evangelical supporters as evidence of this prophecy, arguing that they are compromising their values to support a flawed leader. Others counter that these Christians are simply exercising their faith in the public fears. The prophet Daniel wrote about the Antichrist's rise to power, saying that he would come to power through flattery and deceit. Trump's political rise was marked by his ability to tap into the populist sentiment and take bold promises, leading some to wonder if his fulfillment of this prophecy. Historically, Christians have looked for signs of the Antichrist in various world leaders, from Napoleon to Hitler. However, with Trump, the debate has taken on a new level of intensity. Some argue that his presidency is a sign of the end times, while others see it as blessing from God. Of course, not everyone agrees with these interpretations. Some Christians argue that prophecy is too complex to be applied to a single individual, and that we're meant to focus on Christ, not the Antichrist. Others point out that Trump's actions and rhetoric are not unique to him, and that we should be careful not to elevate him to a mythical status. Ultimately, the question of whether Trump is the Antichrist is a complex one that requires careful consideration of biblical prophecy and its application to modern times. As Christians, we need to approach this topic with humility and nuance, recognizing that our interpretation may differ. I want to thank you for watching as we explore the controversial topic of Trump and Antichrist. What do you think? Do you believe Trump could be the Antichrist? Or is this just a misguided interpretation of biblical prophecy? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to explore more topics like this, be sure to check out my other videos on biblical prophecies and Christian politics. God bless you, and God bless your family.